one. Okay. I can देखा तो कौन?
Hearing था इसमें.
बंद करो. पब्लिक तो दिखाई जाए ना. Audience तो दिखाई जाए ना. Audience अब on कर दो. ये muted છે. So today we'll see about this content. What is the Fire NoC meaning? Legal requirement, coverage of NoC, types of industry, interpretation of the legal communications, and industry-based practices. Our motto is to save people, plant, and planets. You are much more aware. The recent incident happened in Rajkot. Before 3-4 years or 7 years, one big incident happened in Surat also. And so many industrial accidents occurred across the Gujarat from 2001 to 2024. So you are having the maximum question regarding the NoC. From where to take the NoC, who will issue the NoC, whether it will be issued by the Director Industrial Safety and Health, or it will be issued by the Director Fire Control. So these are the questions related to the only and only fire. So one by one, we will reply each and every points. First is what is the fire NoC? The fire NoC, the detailed meaning is no objection certificate. For what more than no objection certificate? It is not the right word. Right word is the fire safety certificate. Whatever installed in your premises, it is for the fire safety certificates. It is why it is required. You are having some question why NoC is required. So it is for the system compliance with respect to laid down rules and regulations. Now, what are the rules and regulations you have to follow? So mainly there are four regulations, but Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Measurement Act came into existence in Gujarat on 1st April 2013. It is an act. Then again, Gujarat government has made the rules in 2014, which were declared on 19th August 2014. Again, they have a regulation in 2016. Again, so many amendments carried out in the fire safety and life Gujarat Fire Prevention and Life Safety Measurement rules and regulations. Today or before 2013, if we talk about the fire system was only with the corporation and Nagarpalika. Out of Nagarpalika and Mahanagarpalika, there was no system at all for the entire Gujarat state. In 2013, this act came into existence. At that time, government of Gujarat has declared 2 ERC centers, and the Gujarat government has having no any officers. They have given a charge to Ahmedabad Chief Officer, Ahmedabad Municipality Chief Officer, as a Director Fire and Emergency Services for the Gujarat state. And they have divided the 6 regions across the Gujarat, and the charge was given to respective authority of fire of respective municipality corporations. ERC center at Cambridge came into existence in the year of 2014. And I think I'm not forgetting, but one is also in Rajkot. But the department and government of Gujarat have no officers to rule out the entire Gujarat. Again, it was run only on charge. Has appointed full-time director, Mr. Nalin Chaudhary, and 5 or 6 regional fire officer and 1 deputy director, regional fire director, and 1 is deputy directors at Gandhinagar. So presently they are taking the administrative control. These rules came, there are so many rules and regulations as amended. First amendment, an important amendment for our industry, was on 22nd January 2021. In Schedule 3, it was mentioned that the fire NoC are to be, fire safety certificate are required to be taken by all the occupant. It was listed at point number 6, B6. Just a minute. B6. From 22nd January 2021 to 7th July 2021, there is a provision in third schedule on a point number B6. There's the industrial category is given. Just a minute, please wait. Again back to sheet sum. 22nd January 2021, third schedule. Point number B6, industrial building. So which is the industrial building? Which are listed in Annexure B of NBC Code 2016 Part 4. There are again three categories. One is the light hazard, second is the moderate hazard, and third is the high hazards. On the upper hand, it is mentioned that the list of the building requiring fire safety certificates. So these are the buildings requiring fire safety certificates. Point number 7 is all hazardous building. But as far as the industry is concerned, it is an isolated storage, only for storage. There is no manufacturing activities are to be carried out. These are the buildings are required the fire safety certificate up to the 7th July 2021. Then after, there is again amendment on 8th July 2021, where they have removed next. Okay. Okay, where they were removed point number B6. So naturally B7 is come on the 6th. So after 8th July 2021, industry does not require any fire safety certificates from any authority because it was removed from the Gujarat Fire Prevention and Life Safety Measurement Act. Be clear, as it is removed from the entire Act rules and regulations, so there is no need to take the Fire NoC. Next. There are so many other clues. Only the list showing building requiring the fire safety certificates are the educational building, hotels, business, residence, storage, hazardous but not covered under the Factory Act, mixed occupancy, mercantile building, and institutional building are required only fire safety certificate. Other than this, they are not comes under this act itself, and that is industry only. Now types of industry comes under these three categories. One is the light hazard, second is the moderate hazard, and third is the high hazards. Now presently, we all are facing so many complications. Fire NoC to be taken or not, from where it is to be taken. So these are the points which are facing right now. There are so many notifications and circulars. Even web, our advisor is Google. So we are getting so many things from the Google also. Just I'm showing you the one Google video.
A Fire NoC certificate is necessary to find out the building's potential to combat fire-related hazards. Now let us see who fits the provision for Fire NoC certificate. A Fire NoC certificate is mandatory for proposed premises measuring 15 meter height, which is intended to be used for business activities having a trade license. Any other businesses that fall under the purview of the concerned Department of Fire Services, such as residential buildings, housing complexes, restaurants, cafeterias and eateries, hotels and guest houses, educational buildings, institutional buildings, all assembly buildings, business buildings, mercantile buildings, industrial buildings, storage buildings, all hazardous.
Okay, now what this gentleman is telling, this slide is already shown to you. Mercantile building, industrial building, storage building, and all hazardous building. From this, only industrial building is removed. So this gentleman is telling lie, and people are taking granted. When we have seen from the Google, it is right one. So this is not right. Second one, news is also telling right now. The news is forwarding everywhere.
फायर विभाग नहीं आपे फायर एनओसी कोण फायर एनओसी आपशे तेनी हजू कोई स्पष्टता થઈ નથી ઉદ્યોગ વિભાગ દ્વારા એનઓસી આપવાની કામગીરી કરાય તેવી શક્યતાઓ છે ફાયર એનઓસી હવે કોણ આપશે તે મુજે હજુ પણ મૂંઝવણ પરિસ્થિતિ ઉદ્યોગ વિભાગ દ્વારા એનઓસી આપવાની કામગીરી કરાય
Jo, here is also they have mentioned the industrial department. But industrial department does not have any act or rules regulation. How they can issue the notification? How they can issue the NoC? So this is also a false news we are reading, we are hearing, and we are believing that the government will take the action on this particular issue. So this is totally wrong. Again, I am telling you, there are only two departments One is the Gujarat Fire Prevention and Life Safety Measurement Act, यानी कि Fire Department, and second one is the Director Industrial Safety and Health, यानी कि Safety Department. There are only two departments who is working for the fire safety. Industrial Safety and Health Department is working for not only for fire, but it is for entire safety of the industry, health of the worker, welfare of the worker. But as far as the fire is concerned, majority parts comes under Gujarat Fire Prevention and Life Safety Measurement Act. So it is a duty of this particular department to issue the NOC. But presently, as we are not comes under the purview of Act or rules regulation, we do not require any fire NOC from anybody. Again, I will say you, there are so many notifications, so many circulars they are placing. Circulars they are placing. This is the one from given by the GIDC. How GIDC can issue the this type of paripatra, yani ke circular? Next one. This is given by the collector. Collector also does not know the Udyogra. He has mentioned the Udyogra. Udyogra matlab industry. This is also not a correct one. Third one. This one is somewhat right. He has already told the Nivasi Adhik Collector Anand has directed Madhyadesh Niyamak, Deputy Assistant Director Industrial Safety and Health Anand, to look after this, but he has not mentioned the NOC. Next. These are the all press notes given by the different. These are the all Jahir notice. Public notice is given by the Surat Mahanagarpalika, Rajkot Mahanagarpalika, and Ahmedabad Mahanagarpalika. These are all, they have also written, there is no industry is mentioned in this particular emergency services. Next. Again, one more department is came into the picture, that is Nasha Bandi and Abkari, yani Prohibition Department. Prohibition Department is also asking for the NOC. And one again more department, Collector is asking, Police Department is asking, this one Nasha Bandi and Abkari Jakat is asking, everybody is asking, but they are not authorized to ask the such details. Even we see in this picture, there are so many paper cuttings are also there. Some more paper cutting are there. Gujarat में हजारों कारखाना fire NOC का दमदम दावे and आगगत स्वतंत्र जोखम रहेलू छे. There are 600 factories working in the as a time bomb. રાજકોટના 200 ટોપલો મનપા ફાયર વિભાગ पे units in Trezi after the GIDC issued the fire NOC order. This is not fire NOC order. Clear, please be clear. Be clear. This is not the fire NOC order. Again, I'm coming this back to convince you people that there are three notifications. These are the notifications. Always notification is declared by the department, government department, not the office of the any authority. This is the department, Sachivalaya, Ministry Department. So first notification came from the Industrial Department, yani ke Shram and Rozgar Department on 26 November 2020, stating that those who want to renew their factory act license for 21 must submit the NOC. So at that time, we required the NOC compulsory for renewing of our factory license. But due to the representation from the Gujarat Chamber of Commerce, again it was converted. Again it was rethink on the date 26. Next one. Again on 22nd December, they have converted 3 points. One is you issue the submit the NOC. If you don't have an NOC, submit the letter which you have asked for the NOC. And third one, that is also not there. You give the assurance that within certain time we will get the NOC. So if you submit these three, you will get the factory license to be renewed after 21. Again on 9th February, they removed both the notification. Both the notification was removed on 9th February 2022. There is no need for the renewal of factory license. So it is clear from the Industrial Department, Factory Department कि 26/11 का नोटिफिकेशन और 22/12 का नोटिफिकेशन रद्द कर दिया गया है. इसीलिए अगर आपको फैक्ट्री का लाइसेंस रिन्यू करना है तो एनओसी या एनओसी का कागज या बांयधरी देने की जरूरत नहीं है. इट इज वेरी क्लियर. सो प्रेजेंटली Director Industrial Safety and Health is not coming into the picture for fire NOC. Be clear. Next. Again, there are two notifications. I'm repeating this issue. Again, there are two notifications. First notification came in the existence on 22nd January 2021. There are all high-rise building having the height 15 meters and above. This is for residential building only. Condition number A is only for high-rise building having the height more than 15 and above. Don't consider it is for industrial also, because B is the special category. Special category matlab hotels, educational building, institutional building, business, mercantile, storage, hazardous and mixed occupancy building, where any of these building floor area is more than 500 square meters, any one or more floor. Educational building, institutional building, all assembly building, all multi-level building. B6 matlab industrial building. Whom we will say the industrial building. So it is listed in NBC code Annexure B, NBC 2016 Annexure B of Part 4. The clear list is given. These are the type. This type of industries comes under the industrial building. So again, there are three categories. One is the light hazard, second is the moderate hazard, and third is the high hazard. Those who are having the height of 15 meters and above for light hazard comes under for required fire safety certificate on 22nd January 2001. Moderate hazard covered area is more than 500 square meters is required fire safety certificate on 22nd January 2021. Third one is high hazard covered area more than 50 square meters comes under the required the fire safety certificate because of 22nd January 2021 notification. But now on 8th July, this is the 8th July notification. Point number B6 is already removed, and 6 number is all hazardous building not covered under the Factory Act required fire safety certificate. If we think over it, all hazardous building, somebody is asking our all building are hazardous building, then we are not covered under the factory, then we must take the Factory Act license. No, we comes under the industrial premises, whether we have a Factory Act license or not. But we do not require any fire safety certificate after 8th July 2021. Please be clear. Please be clear. I'm speaking 2 times. So there is no need of any fire safety certificate from 8th July 2021 to any kind of industrial building where the manufacturing activities are to be carried out, except isolated storage area. Except isolated storage area, because isolated storage area are not having any manufacturing activity, they are only storing the hazardous materials, so they comes under the NOC. So this is clear. Okay, next. Now you can see comparison. In 22nd January 2021, point number B6 is the industrial building, whereas in the 8th July 2021, B6 is the all hazardous building not covered under the Factory Act. And on the top, it is written that the list of the building requiring fire safety certificate. In both the cases, these are the building require fire safety certificate. You can see on the screen, there are clear difference. In first notification, it was B6 industrial building, whereas in 8th July, it is all hazardous building not covered under the Factory Act. Be clear, we do not require fire NOC, but it is very much clear. The government of Gujarat has removed only 3rd schedule, have amended only 3rd schedule. It does not mean that we should not provide the fire fighting installation. In section 18 of 2013, the Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Management Act 2013, under section 18, it is clearly mentioned that every occupancy has to provide minimum firefighting and life safety installation as provided in the regulation. This is given in the Act. Act is a different thing, rules is a different thing, and regulation is also a different thing. Please be clear. Act shows only points, whereas the rules and regulation give in detail how, who, and when. It is given in such a way. And if you install if you have installed the fire system, but if you do not maintain, then also again problem. So again, government of Gujarat it is already mentioned, and need to maintain and need to maintain the fire prevention life safety measures in operational condition at all the time. You must ensure the entire system must be in working condition 24/7. Then only you can operate, then only you can use, then only you can save the people, then only you can save the property, then only you can save the environment. These are the important parameters and these are the important points which is already there in Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Measurement Act. I am giving you only the condition of act only. I am not referring any rules regulation. Rules regulation is a different one. Next. So these are the interpretation of the Gujarat factory rules. Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Measure Rule 2014 under rule number 22. Every occupancy has to maintain minimum standard of fire prevention and fire safety for the building and premises, and it is also mentioned in NBC code and it is also mentioned in GDCR 2017. GDCR is also applicable to industry. NBC code is also applicable to the industry, and this Gujarat Fire Prevention Life Safety Measure rules is also applicable to industry. Factory Act is also applicable to industry, but there is a little provision, that is a primary provision, first year provision in the Factory Act. Factory Act is not given any much more detail for prevention of fire, for firefighting facilities. Prevention is given, but it is not given much more facility for fighting with the fire. So these are the points which required for the fire, which is accumulated, which is included in these two rules. Next. Interpretation of legal rules. So these are the rules which we have to follow. One is the NBC code, National Building Code 2016, Part 4, Table 7. There are again condition is given in G1, G2, and G3. Please be sure. Please be assured. Okay, everyone has not to carry out 1 lakh liter water storage tank, 71 meter cube per hour pump, and bigger fire system. It is already given, specified in the G1, G2, and G3. Depend upon your coverage area, depend upon your area. Light hazard covered area up to 100 square meter only. So what are the equipment minimum requirement is already given. Suppose if I talk about second one, covered area more than 100 and up to 500 square meter. If your plot size is more than 100 and up to 500 meter, then fire extinguisher is required. First year hose reel is required. Weight riser is not required. Down corner is required. Down comer, it means you have to install the fire pump on the top. It is clearly said. Yard hydrant is not required. Automatic sprinkler is required. If you have a go down, not number 4. Manual operated electric fire alarm is not required. Automatic detection is not required. Underground storage is not required. Overhead tank is required up to 20,000 liter. A pump near the underground storage tank is not required. Pump on the terrace is required for 50 meter cube per meter per minute. It means 56,000 liter per meter का pump चाहिए आपको, इससे ज़्यादा pump नहीं चाहिए. So these are the clear guideline. Minimum guideline is given in entire for the entire area. Next. Same is the case with the moderate. There are also given the specification. क्या आपका एरिया कितना है, उस एरिया के हिसाब से आपको क्या क्या चाहिए, कितनी कैपेसिटी का पंप चाहिए, कितनी कैपेसिटी का स्टोरेज एरिया चाहिए, कितनी कैपेसिटी का पंप चाहिए. Pump is always to be considered, or its specification is always to be considered liter per second, liter per minute, or liter per meter cube. People are saying the pump consider only on HP. This is not right. This is not the right one. So please be clear when you are selecting any pump. You must think over for the flow rate, and the height of the building. Next. Same way it is for the high hazard. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 categories are given, and according to this 5 category, minimum requirement is. So don't worry about this. कि मेरे को इतनी फैक्ट्री में मुझे इतना लाख का खर्चा करना पड़ेगा, ये करना पड़ेगा. Not at all. Be clear. You must have a good expert, knowledgeable consultant who can guide you in all these cases. Be clear. Again, I am telling you, you require good, knowledgeable expert having the thorough knowledge. Even practical knowledge is also required to install, to design your installations. So these are the rules. Again, these are not the rules. These are the guidelines. NBC National Building Code 2014 Part 4, every detail is given. Even GDCR 2014, all the design is given, including the design. There are 10 types of different standards, highest standards are also mentioning, are also available in the web, or you don't have, you ask me, I will send you the all documents. NHPA standard is also there. Old TAC guideline, which is also government has stopped this one, though also the guideline is very clear. Everything is given in clearly. And industrial best practices. Best practices matlab means if you see the hazard somewhere higher on higher side, how can you stop the fire? That is also required to comply. So these are one again. Even government of Gujarat, even regional fire officer written this letter. Somebody has asked him for this one, so he has given the clarification. તેમજ સદર જોગવાઈઓ શરતો માપદંડો મુજબનો સમાવેશ ન થતો હોય, that means that if you are not covered under the schedule 3rd, then also all the building or एकमो और इमारतों required NBC 16 के मुताबिक फायर फाइटिंग की साधनों कराना है होगा. मतलब मैं थोड़ा बहुत गुजराती बोल रहा हूँ. સદર જોગવાઈઓના શરતો માપદંડો મુજબ સમાવેશ ન થતી હોય તેવી તમામ ઇમારતો પબ્લિક એકમોમાં NBC 2016 ના પત્રક 7 માં સૂચવેલ તમામ ફાયર ફાઇટિંગ ને લગતા સાધનો સંસાધનો અને સાધનો ઉપલબ્ધ કરાવવાના રહેશે અને જરૂરી સાધનો સારી હાલત અને સારી અને ચાલુ હાલતમાં નિભાવવા રહેશે, which is I have already told you earlier. So if we do not need any fire, if we are not covered under the NOC purview, but it is not removed, you do not require any fire installation. Why we are installing the fire? Because to save our property, because to save our human, and because save our planet यानी कि पर्यावरण. तीन चीजों को हमें बचाना है. तीन चीजों को बचाने के लिए हमारी प्रॉपर्टी, हमारे आदमी जो हमारे यहाँ काम कर रहा है, और हमारे पर्यावरण को बचाने के लिए हमें हमारा प्राण की सेफ्टी के लिए ये सब कुछ करना जरूरी है. बट दिस इज रिक्वायर्ड एज पर NBC Code 2016 G1, G2, G3, and designing is required as per IS standard, as per NFPA standard, and as per the guidance given in NBC Code and as per the guidance given in GDCR rule. So this I have told you about the after fire फायर फाइटिंग एस्टिट्यूशन किस प्रकार का होना चाहिए उसके बारे में बताया. अब इसके पहले इंडस्ट्री को फायर ही नहीं लगे उनके लिए क्या करना चाहिए, तो उनके लिए फायर प्रिवेंशन इज द इंपॉर्टेंट पैरामीटर्स. हाउ कैन यू प्रिवेंट इट? आप सब जानते हो हाउ द फायर इज अकर. फायर इज अकर, देयर आर 3 वेरिएंट. वन इज द एयर, सेकंड इज द हीट, एंड थर्ड वन इज द फ्यूल. If these 3 comes in picture, these 3 come in contact in a required quantity, then only fire takes place. If you remove the fuel, fire will not happen. If you remove the air, fire will not happen. If you remove the heat, fire will not happen. But the air and fuel, we cannot remove. It is a part of our process. So only heat is required to be removed. How can you remove the heat? And heat, from where it is generated? This is the basic guideline. This is not, I am not gone into the detail, but this is only basic. One is the electricity. Second one is the hot work. Third one is the friction. And fourth is the behavior of the people working in our premises. Electricity, for electricity, I will say, if it is the existing plant, get it electrically audited by some highly expertise person, not anyone who is having minimum. I'm telling about the minimum 30 years experience, 35 years experience, 20 years experience, 15 years experience, but he must be an expert. Get it done immediately to safeguard our industries. Those for the new one, please see that the all equipment which you are installing must have a quality product. Quality play important product function for this one. Hot work permit, you can system develop. Without the permit, nobody can do the hot work. If you talk, or if you have seen, I think you have seen the Rajkot incident video clipping. CCTV footage. It is clearly mentioned that someone is welding on the top and PU sheet is placing near on bottom on the floor side. So if it was removed from the floor side, fire would not have occurred. So this we required hot work permit. In big industry, this process is already carried out. But in small industry, medium industry, they may not be taking any permit, or they are going to do without any permit or everything. For friction, there again we require the proper maintenance. If proper maintenance there, machine will not hit, the heat will not generate, the fire will not catch. Behavior, right from the gate, you must stop the BD cigar or matches. If you stop these people, the BD cigar people will not come with this BD cigar or lighter, and fire will not occur. These are the basic points which you have to consider in your mind. Next. Okay. Again, these are the best practices. Fire protection system. When you are thinking of the fire protection system, you must first you select the designer. Presently, so many people are doing firework. So many people. Even welder, even IBR welder has started the construction of installation of firefighting equipment. Then he has seen somewhere he has worked under the one expert. Again, he started his own. I am expert and I am doing this one. So be clear. Okay, you must first select the designer. He must have thorough knowledge of NBC code, thorough knowledge of GDCR rule, thorough knowledge of NFPA standard, thorough knowledge of IS standard. Then only you must give him the work. It is a very important parameter. Without designing, fire cannot work properly. If you do not know the pressure at particular point, we require minimum 3.5 kg per cm square pressure at the farthest end. Height is also play important role. Water storage play important role. Hydrant valve, quality of the hydrant valve is also play important role. All equipment required. Suppose presently there are so many manufacturers manufacturing the extinguishers. But how will you select which one is good one? I'm telling you the example. Fire extinguisher, 6 kg weight. They are manufactured. The cost of this one is from 750 to 4,450 only. From the 750 to 4,450. These are the big range. Whereas the powder used in MAP. MAP is also comes from 20 rupees per kg to 160 rupees per kg. How will you prefer and how will you select which one is the good one? So please be sure. You must have a quality product for your installation. Without the quality product, at the end of fire, when the fire occurs, you will not get the clear result. So my request to all the person who are hearing right now, please be sure. यहाँ पे L1 की प्रोसेस में नहीं जाना है, यहाँ पे क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट में जाना है. If you do not know the quality of the product, you ask some another person, you retain some another person to evaluate the system which are taking from other person. So there must be a 2 person to evaluate your system. Checking, post installation, and regularly it must be in working condition. Maintenance and testing is also equally important. The system must be in working condition. Suppose I take a funny example. If you purchase one flat in somewhere other locality, and if you are transferred to another place, your flat is empty. After 6 months, you come to the flat. There may be a number of you cannot enter in the premises because it was not maintained. If it is maintained, wall and floor are also neat and clean. So likewise, you must maintain your fire system and regular testing. Recently, we have tested one big organization during our inspection. The pressure gauge was not working. Whereas the employee where he was working, he has told, we have checked 3 days before only, but it was not working. Second thing, if you have installed good quality of work, everything is okay. But the workers who are working there, they are not trained. At the end of the position, they cannot use the firefighting system. So training is also important. Maintenance testing is also important. Regular checking is also important. Reliability is also important. Quality is also important. Installation of fabrication and erection and designing is also important for this one. Next. Gujarat Fire Pressure Liability Measurement Act under Section 18 and need to maintain the fire pressure. It is already mentioned. That we must ensure the operational condition at all the time. Now, we as a LK, what we are doing? We are doing the fire safety NoC, fire adequacy safety system, including designing to institutions that we are carrying. Presently, we are the designer for bullet train station and depots. We are the contractor for solo station and depots. Safety, we help the organization to improve their safety culture by involving our highly expertise safety expert to include the safety into the day-to-day activities. The activities like the training, legal safety audits, customized safety audit, SOP, on-site emergency plan, supply of safety professional manpower supply also. Just now we have started the environmental activities also. Administrative control, we are the certified certification for lifting tools and tackle form number 10, form number 9, form number 11. We do the conduct inspection and certificate for dangerous machine as per the Gujarat safety rule. We are competent person for the stability certificate also. Recently, before 3 years, we have carried out the investigation, which the High Court, recently you will get the 67-page High Court notification, High Court judgment. I think all chemical factory have received this notification of 67 page from the Gujarat High Court, from the GPCB, where our name, LKD India, has carried out so activity, and it was appreciated by the High Court also. We are doing the activity related to fire equipment, trading activity also. These are the credentials from our side. Now,
But the question answer is.
now, if you have any question and answer, I'm opening the.
You can send your questions to these numbers or this email ID.
You can send the question on email ID. We will reply you. Sorry,
Or you can send your queries to these particular mobile numbers. These both mobile number having the WhatsApp messages, so you can WhatsApp or you can send the email to this particular email ID. So thank you very much, everyone. So thank you very much.
I'm sorry, your voice is not coming because of some again system problem. So again, it is on YouTube also. You can see on YouTube also. I will send you the link. You can see again, read this one, rehear this entire system. It is live on YouTube presently. So again, thank you very much to all.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.